Hey, welcome back to Dogtography. Today I'm going to do a quick editing tutorial for you that's going to help you fix green images. Why do we get green images when you take pictures of your dogs out in like a forest setting, for example? I'm going to tell you all about it and teach you how to fix it. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Andrea Fleury and welcome to Dogtography. My channel is all about how to take better images of your dog and how to create some really super fun memories. I walk you through different tips and tutorials and techniques. I sometimes show you behind the scenes of my professional career as a dog photographer, all while just trying to have some fun and enjoy time with our dogs. So one of the common things that I hear from people that love to take their dogs on hikes and out on the trails and into like a forested wilderness is that their pictures turn out looking green, like from their dog to all the surroundings, and they don't understand why this is happening. Now, I have to say that this is a common thing with cell phones. What is happening when your picture is turning this green color is what's called color cast. So when the sunlight comes into the forest, it bounces around and refracts off of everything that's kind of out there in the forest with you. Most of everything is green, right? We've got green trees, green leaves, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So it's coloring the light. So when a camera is taking a picture of a scene, its job is actually not to record color so much as to balance the exposure of the image. So without getting like all technical into like geek language and everything, essentially it's capturing, yes, the color of the light as it sees it. So it doesn't know how to properly adjust that within the camera itself as an auto setting. And especially when you're taking pictures with a cell phone, you are taking them as JPEG images. So the phone itself is already doing some sort of color correction to your photo as it's being captured, or not color correction rather, but it's adding color to the image that it's captured. It doesn't really know that this color casting has happened. So what we can do is very easily fix that in post. So to fix a color correction such as green, we're going to want to adjust what is called the tint. So I had some of my audience send in some images for me to edit for you today, and I got quite a few of these green shots. So first of all, I want to shout out and say thank you so much for sending me these pictures to help me edit them for you. So look at this image here. We've got these two adorable dogs that are definitely in the forest, and they are definitely looking green. So what that is telling me is just that the color balance is off on the image, and to fix it, we're just going to add a little bit of magenta, which is the opposite color on the tint slider. So if we slide this up, and I'm going to kind of take it too far so you can see what that looks like if we add too much magenta. There we go. So now you can see that the image basically now looks purple, which is way too much. Now let me just start to kind of back it off a little bit. And what I'm looking at is the dog on the bottom there is supposed to be white, right? So we know that his fur is supposed to look white. Sometimes with these tints, like you can really take it too far and it starts to look weird, and that happens very easily. So you want to just do this very incrementally. So now it's starting to look a little too green. So I'm trying to find my sweet spot here. And there, I think we've got it there at about 59, somewhere around there. So that's one way of doing it. You can manually do it yourself with your finger or your stylus, like on the slider. The other way to do it, at least in Lightroom, I don't know about other photo editing apps, may have this like auto feature. So in Lightroom, you can grab what's called the eyedropper tool, and you just move the crosshairs like over a part of the image that's supposed to be white. Now, this is not just adjusting the tint, it's also going to help adjust the temperature of the photo as well. And that is what is happening here. So I've put it on the part of the dog here at the bottom, like right here, where you can see where it's supposed to be white. And I'm going to hit this little check mark so that it accepts these settings so that you can see that that picture is looking much better than it was. So let's do a little before and after. Before, super green. And after, it's looking a little bit better to my eye here. So, okay, we have this one. Let's check another one. Okay, so we have another walking on the trails style type picture here of this gorgeous dog. And yeah, there's a little bit of green tint going on. So again, you'll know that when you look at the fur and the surrounding area. So I'm just going to try adjusting this tint slider up a little bit. You can also like zoom into a picture if you're not really sure. And now I'm seeing definitely like way too much magenta like in the ground around the dog. So I'm going to bring it back to about maybe there. And I feel like that looks a little better. Let's do a before and after. Yeah, and let's zoom in. We'll just make sure, because the dog is the primary thing here. Green and much more neutral, lifelike color. Okay, and our last image submitted by you guys, thank you so much, here is of these two amazing dogs. They look like bookends to me on this log. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so it does have a little bit of a green cast. Again, we've got two dogs here with some white in their fur, so that's always a dead giveaway to me to see if the image is tinted wrong. So if we go too far, that's too much magenta in the picture, and then we'll just start to kind of back it off a little bit. And I feel like that's looking a little bit better there. So if we do a before and after, then you can definitely see how that has been adjusted. So there you have it. Those are my tips on how to get rid of a green color cast in your images, is to bump up the magenta. Take the time to edit your photos. Don't settle for an image that isn't your best. I am a huge advocate for intentional photography. Taking the time to make your images look the best that they can is going to make your pictures stand out. It gives a different quality to your memories, and it is the best way that I can help teach you to kind of like make the best of these moments and to make them shine. It's a simple adjustment, and I know you can do it. Okay, so until next week, go out and make some memories with your dog and do a couple little edits to your photos if you need to. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.